So, let me show you how to make blueprints, a proper blueprint, and not something without any checkpoints or anything. Now I have an idea for a route starting here, where I go down this road, up here, over here, into Edinburgh, and into Edinburgh here, and then down and down. A circuit race. And keep in mind, when you're making blueprints, you can make a road race at a cross-country checkpoint and vice versa, any way you like. So what you do is you go in, create route, you select a car, nothing too fast. You don't want to be doing a track at 400 kilometers an hour. And then for some reason, if you have the far and up view, it'll put you in near view. So you have to go into far view. Now, just drive the route in the middle of the road. And place checkpoints. And you want to place them roughly the width of the road. And place them often. So that whoever drives it always has an idea on where they're going. Now this one's a bit tricky, but something to that effect. Especially if there's a complicated part of the route, use more checkpoints. And placement of the checkpoint is important. So spend a few seconds putting the checkpoints in right where you want them. And then just drive the route in a nice, orderly fashion. No need to race. Take your time. Now, of course, this is going to use some checkpoints, and you only have 250. But for a route like this, you're not going to be needing 250. Now here, people who drive it may think, "Whoa, am I going to turn right?" No, let's make sure they know this. Just make sure that from any given checkpoint you can see the next checkpoint, especially if there are roads going off to the left or the right or whatever. Make sure that people know where they're going. That's probably the most important thing. And then in a corner like this, I like to do this. Sort of go halfway through the corner and make the checkpoint extra wide. That means that when you come driving down towards this intersection, you can see the checkpoint in the middle of the road. So you know, oh, something's happening. And you have a chance to do something. And some people just, I don't know, put the checkpoints like so, turn a corner, and then few hundred meters set another checkpoint. But I like to do it this way. That way people know where they're going. Now, during this, you can always go check your map and see where you're going. Now, I could actually go down here, or I could go all the way up here. But I've made enough long, complicated routes, so I'm just gonna head down this road. Now this is a fast bit, so you can set the checkpoints a bit further apart. But still, make sure you can see the next checkpoint from the checkpoint you're at, if that makes any sense. So on top of hills and at intersections, again on top of hills. And then you get nice setup for whoever is going to drive it. Now, most likely, none of your blueprints are going to make thousands and thousands of uses. I mean, I make ads for mine basically by sharing the videos, and yeah, I have maybe 10 or 15 tries on mine, so, or uses. It's not gonna be amazing unless you're lucky enough to get picked up for Blueprint of the Month, which some guys have been doing for the last 6 months or so. And now we're coming up on the turn. And this is a very tight turn, so make sure people know. Lots and lots of checkpoints. And make it wide. Because people are gonna go wide. I mean, everybody's gonna hit that corner at too high speed. And I probably should have picked a shorter blueprint to show this on, but yeah, this will give you an idea of how to do it. Check again. So we need to hang the next left coming down there. Okay. I can see on the minimap it's coming up. So we need one here. And here, roughly. And then when I've made a corner, I try to make a checkpoint as soon as possible after the corner to let people know that they're on the correct path, so to speak. Now, in a moment, we're going to be at the start point, and it is going to ask us to test the route. Which, of course, we'll do. Now we don't want any trouble with the AI, we just want to race the route for the route's sake, not to beat the AI. But of course we're going to try. Oh, but we're up against SUVs and 4x4s, so we're probably going to lose. Because they have a very, very low center of gravity and are able to do corners really quickly. Unlike the Lexus LFA I'm in, which has a high center of gravity and is unable to do corners at all. I am, of course, kidding. That corner is gonna be very interesting during the race. And thank God for rewind. Nice sound in here. Too bad I can't drive like this. But notice how we can you can always see the next checkpoint in the distance. So it doesn't come as a surprise to you where you're going. It's not like, hey, whoops, 90-degree turn. Also, make a note of the lap time you're doing, because, well, it's fine in my case where I, put it on YouTube and you guys watch it, and some of you actually drive it. But if people search up blueprints, not many people want to race more than, 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. People are idiots, basically. So you don't want to, when we're making a race later here in a moment, you don't want to set the amount of laps too high. So we're going to be at 3 minutes 20 or something like that. So a 3-lap race maximum in this case. Save route. And what do we call this one? Something like that. And no, we do not want to create a custom event. And this is where it gets fun. Because I'm not online. I'm online, but I'm not really online. I need to be online. So, we're going to find a Horizon Live session. Now, why is that? Well, if you go in... We're going to create a blueprint now. Let's see. This one, for instance. And you select whatever. You cannot set your PI limits. So at the moment you can use any car you like. You can't, it's not set for S1, A800, whatever. And that's really annoying, actually. You have to be in a Horizon Live session to be able to set PI limits on blueprints. I presume this is a feature and not a bug, because as we all know, there are no bugs in this game at all. In the meantime, let's check out if I saved my tune here. And I did. Goody goody. Ooh, Horizon Live Session. Yay. And now you can go and solo and create blueprint, yada yada, and you find whatever you want to replace. This one in this case. And then let's see. Ooh. Yeah, let's go with 2010s. Yeah, let's do that. And now we get where we can set a class. So S1 900, 2010s, and event settings. Yeah, 3 laps seems fair. Summer, early afternoon. Let's make it morning. Light rain? No. Let's make it fog. And time progression fixed. Car class is 1. Confirm. Now we gotta figure out a name for it. And we could do... There we go. And then when you're... let's make sure we select the right track. Damn it. Most important part. So that's the one we just made. Apparently I have one more. That's one I just made. So let's select that. And it's still 3 laps. Oh, another thing. It's listed as cross country. Have to make it road. There we go. So, road racing series, circuit race, 3 laps, morning, summer, in the fog, S1 900, 2010s collection. That looks in order. Create blueprint. Yes, I want. So, now we have this. Now, before you can share it, and let me just show you, because it says view share-code. So, when you do that, there was an error. You have to race it once to be able to get a share code that you can give to people. This is because reasons, I assume. So, now you set your difficulty and whatever. And, well, yeah, let's just run it on high skill. Because the AI is going to bring Ford Focuses and a Ford Transit and a Raptor. Oh god. Because, yeah. Because the AI are idiots apparently. So let's do highly skilled and everything on. And let's see what happens. Hopefully we should be able to mince them, basically. Which of course means that, well, pretty much any AI car is gonna be doing faster lap times than you, but you're gonna have the fastest race time. That is, if you win. Again, the Ford Transit van, also known for its exceptionally low center of gravity and ability to do corners. Retarded is what it is, but never mind. So anyway, now you have to do all 3 laps and, well, preferably win the race as well. And then you'll get a share code. to send to all your friends, family, relatives, dead uncles, whatever. Whee! Well, and don't do that. Yeah. Thank God for rewind. And luckily you can use rewind as much as you like. When it works, that is. But this is really a high-speed route. So the LFA is probably not, the best option. But whatever. We get to drive a car we don't normally drive. And now that we know the route, you can, you're probably going to shave over a little bit of time, hopefully. Compared to the test race when you did the route. And then I am going to show you a trick afterwards to get your blueprint boosted a little bit if you want. It does require you driving the race, but you can make your own uses on your blueprint so that it counts when you use your blueprint. So in theory, you could just race the same race over and over and over and over and over and get it to 1 million or so. It's probably going to take a bit of time with this one, but whatever. Sounds like there's a flat spot on the tire. Taka, 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 taka. But this car is really nice and it sounds amazing, at least in real life, and well, partially in the game anyway. And let me guess, the AI is right behind me. Yep. And being yes, a Ford Transit van is of course leading the pack. Oh god, I hate it. Just pisses me off. No, it's a stupid thing to get angry about, but it's really stupid that, you know, big ass trucks and Ford Transit vans are anywhere near competitive in a fucking road race. I mean, how stupid is that? Oh, but you know, that's the super van and it's like really, really raceable. Well, I don't give a shit. It's still a Ford Transit. Go away with that shit. It's a fucking van. And, I mean, you could ask, what do I know, Dumbledore to wave his wand over the suspension on the suspension settings on a Ford Transit, and it would still not be able to corner as well as a lower car. It is simply not possible. It's called gravity. It's a constant. Jesus Christ. I think. No, well, gravity is a constant, right? Yeah. Whatever. It's not like the car can, you know, forget to gravity. It's not a cat. Only cats can do that. No, that does not mean that Jaguars can do it. Oh my god. Now the Transit may be able to do 300 kilometers an hour in a straight line, sure. Can it do a turn? No. Sure, you can fix some of it by, you know, adjusting the race suspension and putting race tires on, etc., etc., etc. But it's still a tall car. You're gonna have weight like 2.5 meters in the air, and when you start throwing that around, shit's gonna happen. I mean. Corner. And towards the finish line at full tilt. And just you wait to see the lap time. There we are. 3:08.090, and I'll bet you that Ford Transit beats it. There we go. No, it didn't. Oh, the next one did. 3:07. Of course it did. It's just ridiculous. So, anyway, once you've done the race, yay! You collect all the monies, and then you go down to the start point. And solo, and find your race. There it is. And now you can view the blueprint. And make a note of that if you want to share it. Because that's the number you got to share to people. Let me just write it down. There we go. Now, if you want to race this race, if you go to the start point and go into Blueprint and select it here, it will not count. It's not going to count as somebody racing your blueprint, because it's your blueprint and you started it, apparently. But, and this sucks of course, if you go in here, Blueprints, and do a search, and enter the share code from before, now and start the race from here, now it will count. If you race the race now and do a search for it again, it's going to say it has one use. Now, isn't that stupid? I think it's stupid, but yeah, what do I know? Now you can take that share code that you got and the particulars of the race, season, what kind of car, etc., and you can share it to the world. Or you can go in through here, select co-op or player versus player, and challenge people openly to that particular race, or whatever you want to do with it. So, the car I was using for this was the 2010 Lexus LFA, and the tune I was using was this one, S1 Road Racing. And there's the share code for that. And that's it really. That should get you going. And remember, if you use one of my tunes or one of my tracks, please remember to like it. And the same goes for the video. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.